Alright, this is the latest Wii mod. Oh, that was not good. And to start with, I'm going to show you that the disc player does work. Let's turn it on. You see the disc channel there. This Wii does not come with a disc. I just want to show you that the disc drive does work. That's important to some people, even though you shouldn't need it because all the games are loaded on the hard drive. So Super Mario Brothers. Hold your boat sideways. You see that it does work. Not wasting any more time with that. Let me eject this before I forget and leave it in. So first things first, all the Wii games will be from the USB loader here. All the games will be from the hard drive, but this will be for the Wii. And this has over 200 games, so it takes a moment for it to load it up. It's completely normal. See down here at the bottom. $211 games. I hope you can see that. And just like play the Wii as normal. Select your game, press play, play the game. This actually has 100% game save. So it's got all the trophies, etc., etc. Next, we're going to check out the Atari 2600. Just go in here in order. Select the emulator, press start. For this, you'll only need the Wii controller. All of the games, you'll only need the Wii controller, except for N64 and the GameCube. We'll use the classic controller here. There's also a nunchuck. So, for this, to start, you would hold the Wii remote vertically, press A, scroll to ROMs, press A, press A again when you select your game. They're all in alphabetical order. Then once you're in the game mode, turn your Wii remote sideways, press the plus button, and start playing. When you want to exit the game, press the home button. Press the home button again. So if you want to exit and just choose a different game, press it one time. If you want to exit out of the Atari 2600, press it twice. Brings you back to this menu. Moving right along, we're going to check the NES, the original Nintendo. And the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo emulators, the menus and everything are pretty much the same, alphabetical order. You select your game. Once you're in the game, if you press the home button, it'll bring up your save options. You can do save, save new state. That's what I like to use. And then when you come back to the game, you'll start the game first and then choose load. You see there's not a game save here, but once you save one, then you can come back in here and you can save your game at any time, come back and load it from here. But you have to start the game first. So if you're playing Super Mario 3, you start Super Mario 3, then press the home button and then choose load from here. And to navigate, just go back up. These are in subfolders. See all alphabetically. And the Super Nintendo are set up the same way. Nintendo and Super Nintendo set up the same way. Cool thing about the Super Nintendo and the Super Nintendo has a bunch of mods. So you come in here, you just press plus, start the game, and hold it sideways, etc., etc. When you want to exit the game, press the home button, main menu, okay, exit. Same for the Super Nintendo. The cool thing about the Super Nintendo, there's a ton of mods, especially like on Super Mario World. Moving right along, the N64, what you want to do is wait until you get to the main menu before you attach the classic controller. Otherwise, it kind of freaks out, it tends to freeze up, lock out. If you forget and you get into N64 and it freezes up or wigs out or flakes out or whatever you want to call it, just disconnect the classic controller and then start it over again. You see, when you see this screen right here, you see it has a little picture of the controller. Then you can attach the classic controller. And you'll see it change on the screen to player 1. You can set the Wii remote down using classic controller. Press load, always load from FAT, which is FAT32, which is the format of the hard drive. And go ahead and pick your game. I like just picking Mario Kart. It's gonna load it up. Then choose play game. Press start. Make your choices, play the game.
Mario Grand Prix. Select your player. Yahoo! Select map.
Etc., etc. When you want to exit N64 on the classic controller, you can press the home button. It'll take you back to this screen. It has an autosave. You see the autosave is enabled. Then you can use this quit. Like to disconnect the for the GameCube, you want this connected before you start the GameCube, otherwise it wigs out. So we're going to go right to the GameCubes using the classic controller select, press A. He's flicking out, press A on the Wii remote. Press A, then you can lay the Wii remote down. Use the classic controller. Always pick USB, that's where the games are. And I think it's flaking out. I think we need to wait until, you may need to wait until you get to the game menu. I think that's what it is. I'm confused with the 64. So choose GameCube. Wait till you see the game menu, then connect the controller. That's correct. So now you see the menu with the games on it. Now let's reconnect the classic controller. And you see it's setting your game. Give it a moment to load up. It's normal. The memory cards are virtual memory cards, are stored in the game. Press plus for start. Press start. Yeah, I'm not doing very well because I'm trying to do this and do that. So press home button to exit. If you don't press, if it doesn't exit with the home button, sometimes you have to press the power button, and that's just on the GameCube. So we won't need this for the rest of this demonstration. So I'm gonna undo the classic controller. Then for the 7800, I'm here press start. Pretty straightforward. All the stuff's pretty straightforward. Just if you've been playing video games your whole life. Hold the remote vertically. Load cartridge. It remembers the last folder you were in. Scroll down. I'm a big fan of Robotron. You can see there's a bunch of mod type games in here too, demos and mods. Press A to start playing. Either just so when you want to exit, press home. Press home again. It's all pretty much the same. For the Game Boy Advance, very much like the Nintendo and Super Nintendo. Menus, navigating, subfolders, alphabetical order, pretty much all the same. So you get the gist of it. When you exit, press the home button. Main menu, you also have the save features just like in the others. Sega, you only need the Wii remote. You don't need the classic controller for this. Press A. Once you press A, so you load your game. The recents are right here, but if you want to play, select a different game, you can only choose the Master System or the Mega Drive. These other three systems are not in here. If you choose one of these, you're not going to get anything, and sometimes it freezes or crashes. But as long as you pick, if you want to, your recents are right here. So if you keep going back to your recents, the stuff that you played here before, see Frogger, I play a lot of Frogger on this. You go B to exit back to this screen. So if you want to search and find and load up a different game for the Master System, you go here. Oops. And then if you get to the screen Master System, MS, Master System, you go in there to choose it. Press home to exit this screen. If you want to go to the Mega Drive, you press Mega Drive and then select from this folder. If you get out of this folder, if you go up a folder and you get out of this, you want to go back into Mega Drive. If you pick one of the other folders, you're not going to find the games. Press home to exit. Go in there recent to select your game. Press Frogger or whatever game you pick. After a while, whenever you play, it'll have your recent games there, so you won't have to hunt around for them. So I'm playing any of these games and hold it horizontally, press plus. home button to exit. Exit. I'm sitting too close to the screen. That's pretty much it. The this system also has some Wii software stuff that was bought. You would need the classic controller for these games. I forgot about that. So you reconnect the classic controller and then choose your games here. Any of these games you choose. I think you actually need to, you'll use the nunchuck with this one. And yet it moves, lost wins, etc., etc. Well, that is it. Thanks.